came with popping bridge. Came with popping bridge. came with popping bridge.
Okay, welcome to everyone. Welcome to February D Day, a place of debut for early stage startups in here. As you know, DCamp D Day is one of the remarkable and promising events for the early stage startup. And actually today, February D Day is really special day out of all the D Days because it's a global session, global D Day. So that's why we're gonna operate all the event in English. So if you, I know you guys are okay, but if you are struggling with understanding 100% in English, we prepared the receivers over out of this venue, and we have the interpretation service over there. So please take your receiver from the information desk. So yeah, as I said, it's gonna be in English 100%. So if you need a support from the interpretation, please check your receiver and put the channel number 1 for the Korean, put the channel number 2 for the English. Yeah, so this February DCamp, as I mentioned, is Global D-Day. So we have a global expansion startups and we have a global investors as a judge. So as a global event, I feel a lot of interesting and attention in this stage. So honestly, I'm kind of nervous, but I hope entrepreneurs, you guys are not nervous for the stage. Please enjoy. I know it's hard, but please enjoy the stage in front of the global investors. So before we officially start, I need to make some notice for this event. As we have done every month, today is also being live streamed through the official DCamp YouTube channel. So as you can see, it's live streaming. So your backside is gonna be on the channel as well. So if you have any friends but who cannot attend in here but interested in joining the DCamp or D-Day, please share the link with your friends or with your co-founder or companies. So for our online audience, if you have any questions about the participating teams or D-Day itself, please feel free to remain the comment on the YouTube channel. We are gonna deliver your questions or your comment to DCamp or entrepreneurs. And same for the audience in here, you can remain your comment in here as well. So before you entering this venue, before you joining this event, I'm pretty sure you received the message, you received the text, including the link of the eventers, or you can see the QR code in here. So if you enter the eventers service, you can check the QR code, you can check the question channels in here. So can we change the screen to the QR code? Yeah, here's the QR code. So if you don't want to find the text because you have a lot of text on the list, so please scan here. So if you have any questions for the entrepreneurs or DCamp or D-Day, please leave your comment or questions in here. But don't forget to mark which company you are asking to, because we have a startups for today. So please leave the name of the company with the question together at the eventer service. So honestly, there will be no Q&A session on the stage, but we're gonna deliver your question to the entrepreneurs. By the time matter, please understand no Q&A session in here, but for the second session, we have the special session for covering Q&A or sharing the insight from the entrepreneurs and from the global investors in here. So let's take a look at the benefits for the participating teams in the February D-Day. Firstly, DCamp offers a potential investment review of up to 300 million Korean won and priority investment to review from co-hosting companies. along with the opportunity of office for up to 1 year and 6 months at DCamp or Front One. So moreover, as this is the Global D Day, there will be investment reviews from global venture capitals along with the close management from DCamp for global expansion and support for growth program. As you know, DCamp has a global team, so they're gonna support you for global expansion of your business as well. So in February, there will be an award ceremony. The team receiving the DCamp award will have the opportunity for priority entry into DCamp and Front One, along with a round-trip business trip ticket worth 2 million Korean won. So that doesn't have a destination. So for your business trip, you can choose the destination of your business trip. So stay with us till the end of our D-Day and anticipate which team will receive the DCamp award at the end of this D-Day. So today's presentation will be conducted in a specific way. So each team will last for 5 minutes presentation with no Q&A session. Instead, after the presentations of all 8 teams, the global VCs participating as the judges and the participating startups will conduct today's startup review session together. So we're gonna bring all judges up on the stage and we're gonna share their insight, their view about the startups, and we're gonna communicate with the entrepreneurs as a live. So please be with us till the session 2. For the session 1, you're gonna know what kind of business the promising global startups doing. And for the session 2, you're gonna know the insight from the global investors. So let's move on to who are in here as a judge. So we invited a lot of awesome global investors in here as a judge. So they flew from various countries for attending this D-Day. So first, let me briefly introduce our judges who are participating today. We have Mr. Lee Kyung-hoon, partner of Global Brain. So here, thank you for coming. And Mr. Sinclair Kim, managing partner of Korea Investment Partners Southeast Asia PTE. Thank you for coming. And Mr. Kim Kwang-rok, the managing partner of Primer Saze. Thank you so much. And Mr. Pierre Ju, the managing director Korea of Corelia Capital. Thank you so much. And Mr. Jonathan C. Kim and Nicholas Low, founder and managing partner of Red Badge Pacific. We have two from Red Badge Pacific, and Mr. Dave Ng, managing partner of Artara Ventures. Since they are actively investing in startups from various countries, such as you can see the flag in here, such as the United States, Singapore, Asia Pacific, Japan, and other Southeast Asia, so you can share a lot of insights from the global market view, not only one country out of Korea. So please expect second session 2 as well. So now let's begin the presentations of the participating team. So this is the startups we're gonna have today. So we have the list for 8 startup teams, right? So Dropshots, Tammy AI, Sample Road, dividend Inshorts, NUUA, Moneystation, Spacety. So these amazing 8 startups are ready for the presentation in front of you. So let me introduce the first team of our Global D-Day February, which is the Jiro. Our first team in the process of creating video contents. There are often many unused clips. This is a platform that gathered these unused clips to be utilized in creating new videos. Introducing Jiro, a copyright-free Korean video stock platform. Here's Mr. Lee Jae-seok, the CEO of Jiro.
Thank you for having me here. I didn't expect to be the first presenter until I come up to here. Anyway, my name is Jason Lee. I'm a co-founder and a co-CEO of Jiro Inc. We're running a service called a Dropshot. Prior to introducing a Dropshot, there are a lot of data business out there these days. And since the emergence of the artificial intelligence, data businesses are growing really, really fast. but I'm not sure if you heard about a video dataset business. Among a lot of other video data businesses, we're particularly focusing on a video images stock data market, which is the data that could be used without any copyright issues. Now, this is the actual sample of the video stock footage that are being sold on a Shutterstock. This 10-second video is selling for $100, and even if they're selling a $10-second video within $100, they can sell this single digital asset to 110,000 million people, yet they're selling it for very expensive prices. The first reason is because there are professionals who are involved in those data sets in order to produce those kind of data sets. And not only that, a Shutterstock and a Getty image, which were considered as an almost only channel for selling this kind of video data, are considered as a very strict and complicated process. In order to sell your video data to the Shutterstock or the Getty image, you have to process it all by yourself. You film it, you encode it, edit it, and solve all the copyright issues and sell it into the Shutterstock. So this video data market was considered as very strict and expensive due to those reasons. Now, we came into the market to solve these kind of problems, but prior to getting into the solution, I would like to tell you about the service that we were doing before Dropshot. Now, we've been running a service called Dottom, which was a video production marketplace where we connect the clients with the professional video teams. We do that by using the data algorithm, and there are 800 video teams that are working on our platforms. Sorry. Now, in this platform, professional video teams and the clients are making all sort of videos, starting from the advertisement to the commercials, all sort of the videos that the companies needed. But after several months of running our service, we figured out a very fascinating thing. When the professional video teams are creating a video, they prepare 100% of video resources, but unfortunately, only the top 10% is being used and the 90% is being wasted. Now, this is the actual example of the video project that we connected through the platform. The whole budget of this project was $17,000 and in order to shoot this video, they spent $13,000, but when the project was ended, this kind of high quality videos were wasted. So the Dropshot came up in the market. We productized those kind of wasted high quality videos and by using the AI software. So no longer suppliers have to do anything. They just have to throw the videos to us and we process everything and sell it in a very cheaper price than the market price. We're selling this kind of video data up to 50% of the market price. And not only that, because we're productizing this kind of wasted videos from Korea, we're selling on Asian contents which are very rare in the video data market. So who are buying this kind of video data? Well, the individuals who are making a videos can buy this kind of clips, but we're mainly focusing on the video production teams who are broadcasting, who are making videos very frequently. And not only that, there are a lot of AI companies are looking for the video resources that has no copyright issues at all. Our team has been growing really fast, and at the moment, most of our revenues are generated from our first service called Dottom. But we're expecting in 2024 and 2025, most of our revenue will be dominated by the Dropshot. And last year, we raised $1.5 million revenue with the profit of $50,000, and we're growing really fast. Sorry. Our team is not focused. Our team has no professional with the video production. Rather, we have a professional with the artificial intelligence. We're the team who are focused in software to solve this kind of video creating problems. We have a bigger dream than just selling a video sets. We have the video data and the AI software, and we're actually trying to solve the problems by using the softwares. We have a dream of enabling anyone around the world to use it to create a video without any video resources or technique. Now, while you were listening, I'm pretty sure many of the people were thinking about the Sora or a runway from Sora from an OpenAI and a runway in the US. But have you ever thought about this? OpenAI is spending billions of dollars to generate all the contents that are contents from a GPT, which is only text-based. Images and the videos are much more heavier. they won't be able to make a profit out of those kind of heavy generating programs. The answer to that is in the data. By using the data set, we can also diminish the powers of the server, and we can able to make a software that are actually profitable in the market. When we fail, we'll be just a company selling a video set, but if we actually make a success, we'll be able to become a company who are actually beat up the OpenAI and dominate the market where the Adobe is kind of almost dominating in the industry. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we don't have a Q&A session right after the presentation, so please, the investors, judges, if you have any questions or the comment you're gonna make for the startup, please make the memo or please check that issues on your paper or the pad. So we're gonna share that one at the session too. And for the audience, if you wonder anything, if you wanna know anything, please remain your comment through the eventers page for the Q&A. So we're gonna deliver the questions to the entrepreneur, and we have the 10 minutes break time between session 1 and session 2. So you can use that time to have a more conversation with the entrepreneurs. So thank you so much, and sorry for letting you waiting there for a few seconds more. So let me move on to the second stage. Our second team is Tammy AI. Here, have you ever felt a need for a summary while watching YouTube videos because they are too long or you are too busy to watch all the way? So here is the solution. So let me introduce Tammy AI, which provides instant AI summaries and interactive video Q&A chats to improve your learning while also saving your time. Please welcome Mr. Lee Kang-uk, the CEO of Tammy AI.
Good afternoon, DCAM audience. Thank you for having me here. My name is Chris Lee from Singapore, founder of Tammy AI. Yeah, I start with this question first. Can you guess which digital platform people in Korea use 1,044 minutes during last month alone? Yes, indeed. I think already mentioned. It's a YouTube platform. It's about 3 to 4 times higher than KakaoTalk and Naver search. So YouTube is truly replacing cable TV. But there is a problem. Since the inception of 2005, YouTube was born, their recommendation algorithm is designed for the advertiser. So have you ever experienced, there's a sexy thumbnail with the title, you click, you jump, 45 minutes, 1 hour, busy days before you sleep, and you wasting 1 hour, you don't really get any of the learning outcome and highlight. So that's the reason my co-founder Jay and I, that's where we see the opportunity. So we create this beautiful AI new media discovery platform leveraged by 2 well-known large language models, Llama 2 7 Build and OpenAI GPT. And we create the chat with video function to improve your memory retention and learning outcome. So our mission is clear. We are here to revolutionize the content delivery by delivering personalized video summaries instantly for saving 90% time and also improve your memory retention 3 times. So our solution is here to create AI bot, smart AI bot to scan and analyze millions of video to provide the perfect personalized content. So less than 1 year old, I think we are the youngest startup here, but I'm very proud that our team have achieved first 6 months of launch, 1.3 million of visitors visit our site, and they provide 1.5 million accumulate video summary, include Q&A, and also as a young startup, 25 million such result has been indexed by Google. And we are born to be global. Our users are coming from 160 nations, but mainly 55% of US and Japan, Korea, and Germany, and Mexico, and so forth. So our product is very simple. You copy and paste the URL that you like to watch, and just instantly we provide even 2 hour up to 5 hour video with this lovely timestamp. So you can just get to the point and you skip the contents that you don't like, and you can highlight and you can save on your own library. So after 4 months of the long negotiation with the Google team in Singapore, we got granted, and 1.8 million of the token, YouTube private token we granted. So it helps us to go and fetch current user up to even daily 1 million user. We pre-summarize every individual's favorite channels. And before you jump to YouTube, you can use our platform to evaluate which video is relevant for you. And by end of this year, our ultimate goal is starting influencer chatbot. Imagine your favorite YouTube owner channel, you can talk to the avatar for 24 hours and 7. Any question you have, you can keep having this chatbot to talk to you as your learning companion. So many people ask me, there's many tools after GPT era, so what's so different from them? And as I mentioned, as a new media company, while our competitor focus on tool aspects, we are really focused on the contents itself, and delivering personalized contents experience is the most important goal for us. And also that we treated this personal user-generated contents as goal. And eventually imagine millions of chatbots will deploy, and we want to be the character.ai in YouTube. So very straightforward commercialization plan, start as a freemium, and we sell the subscription. Eventually, every single commercial keyword we link off to Amazon's and TikTok commerce to generate the affiliate revenue. So let's meet our team. Our 4 co-founding members, we have a combined of 45 years of the digital marketing and a digital bank experience. And we have a young, talented Singaporean crew, and we are granted by Singapore government, and 70% of their salary being paid by Singapore Minister of SME. So our final milestone by end of this year, 2 million unique visitors to generate 250,000 monthly MMR, and end of next year by deploying millions of chatbots and 10 million of monthly traffic to generate over 1 million MMR. Thank you for attending my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I may need this service because I'm the one who watched the YouTube like all 2 hours per day usually. So yeah, then I can cut my time and I can use my time more useful. So thank you so much. So let's talk about your business a little bit more at session 2. So let me introduce next teams. I guess especially women's are interested in this service. Of course, guys, but more women's, because if you purchase the cosmetics, sometimes you can feel the trouble on your skin with the cosmetic and regret to buy this one. So if you can figure it out, this cosmetic fits on your skin before purchase full size of the product, that would be really great. So this is the solution in that case. Let me introduce TOV&BANAH, a cosmetic sample commerce platform with customizing AI. Please welcome Mr. Park Young-jae, the CEO of TOV&BANAH.
Hi guys, this is Young-jae Park. Welcome to my presentation. I'm the CEO of TOV&BANAH company, and we sample team is changing KVD market with small size cosmetic. This is our reference company. The name is Harmony. They are cosmetic sample commerce platform in China, and they made company value $8 billion in 3 years. They solved customer pain point. It is failing to purchase cosmetic. So China customer can check if fits or not before they buy cosmetic, and then through cosmetic sample. A similar trend is happening to South Korea. Korean women doesn't want to fail purchasing cosmetic also, and they are so sensitive to expensive price. So there is a new trend, small purchasing of cosmetic. There is happening most often to 30 to 40s women, and we decided that making similar platform service in South Korea and start to business to $2 billion market first. This is our sum market. 6 months ago, we launched our service Sampled. It is small size cosmetic commerce platform in South Korea, and we have 3 user selling points for our customer. First USP is cosmetic itself. We sell the most small size cosmetic in South Korea, and over 300 cosmetic we sell in our platform. The reason why we sell many cosmetic, small size cosmetic, is we solved cosmetic brand pain point. The highest disposal loss rate is 27%, and we turn this loss to profit. Second USP is pricing strategy. More than half of our products are cheaper than Naver 최저가. So our customer can buy it small, and it is also cheap. So our customer can open their wallet feel free to our platform. Last USP is customizing AI. Our customer can find their cosmetic they want easier, and we have full patent for this 텍스트마이닝 AI tech. And we are making growth. 24,000 members we have already in 6 months, and around two times higher, around 2 times sales growth in every single month. And we already make sales higher than Genfei service, which has already 2 million customers and 8 billion investment, getting 8 billion investment, but we make more sales than this platform. We are finding product market fit through discovery commerce function and small size cosmetic. Our CAC is around $3, and our purchase rate is 13.4%. It is 5 times higher than beauty commerce platform of average. Last year, we set up branch office in Hong Kong, and we will use this office for finding global networking, global brand, and global cosmetic brand. Getting many customers in South Korea, and we will launch our service to US in the future, and we are already making prototype testing about US buyer for sample box and market research also. We are 7 members working together, and we will scale up with developers and salesperson in the future. My presentation is over. If you guys have interest to our platform, please scan it. Hope you guys enjoy our sample service. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Can we go back to the QR code screen again, please? Yes, I will give you just 3 seconds to scan it because it was super quick. So if you are interested in this platform, we have 3 screens on the stage, so please scan it. I will ask you later after the demo day. So, okay, so thank you so much. And that was our 3rd team. So let's move on to the 4th team of today's D-Day. So when you watch the video, when you watch the movie, you're gonna catch there are a lot of product in the video. So that is actually advertisement. That is actually commercial. But have you but did you know that such advertisement can also be made by AI? So introducing Inshort, an AI-based digital product placement platform that addresses the time gap between filming and releasing video contents. Let's welcome Mr. Lee Gon-chang, the CEO of the Inshort, to the stage.
Hi, thanks for coming. Hi, I'm Andy, founder and CEO of Inshorts. We are a computer vision-based startup creating new businesses in advertising and entertainment market. Inshorts is the world's first digital product placement platform that helps brands utilize various video content from movie, TV series to digital content. Our platform was launched last December through partnership with Asia's largest TV series production, Studio Dragon. We made our first premium level commercialization through the K-drama Maestra. Advertising clients were Samsung Electronics and SW19. On the left, there is an empty space on the table. We licensed the footage from the content production company and sold them to the advertisers. You can see the hand cream product embedded on the right side. The right one was released domestically through TVN and TVing and internationally through Disney+. Also, we boosted the Samsung Electronics advertising campaign, Bespoke Rug. Now we are expanding our premium content partnerships with movies such as Holy Night Demon Hunters, starring action movie star Ma Dong-seok. We are nowadays, physical product placement has become the most time-taking ways of advertising. If an advertiser buys an in-video ad spot in a movie, it takes over 2 years for it to be released. Because of this huge gap, brands can match their marketing ad spending with their marketing schedule, and they cannot place their brand new campaign or their new product timely. Inshorts is extremely easy 3 steps end-to-end digital product placement process. First, we find a spot from the video content that can be used for advertising. And next, we buy the spot from the content producers and sell these spots to brands, earn margins on every ad placement we sell. Finally, we embed brand's product into the footage with our solution. We prepared our demo for D Day, and please use your camera and scan this. Okay. In this demo, you can compare the left and the right side of the screen. We are removing the time gap between content shooting and releasing. Yeah, someone playing it now. Yeah, all these steps takes less than 1 week. For advertisers, we are the content advertising platform that provides a variety of content that match it with their campaign timeline. And these days, the people spend majority of their time to watching video content. Digital short form and premium long form content reach are beyond borders. Our goal this year is selling Inshorts advertisement to global advertisers who are targeting Korea, East Asia, and Southeast Asia. Streaming services are like global television. Multiple country audiences are watching the same content at the same time. K-content dominate the key Asian countries' viewership by 55%, which is 5 times higher than the US content. Based on Vision AI, we developed generative AI that provides the correct answer for entertainment business. With AI Superscaler, we repackage SD and HD production videos to above 4K resolution. This brings new life to evergreen IPs. And we have AI Motion Traveler. It creates an intermediate image between 2 images that create new movement. We are rapidly expanding our content production company partnerships with around the world. And our C-level members have a combined experience of over 30 years in the entertainment businesses. We use AI to accomplish tasks with correct answers in a short period of time. In short, through these businesses, we add more freedom to brand and entertainment business. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you so much. I guess many of us in here already scanned their QR code and checked the video like before after, because I was one of the viewer and played the sounds in exactly same time, so I was kind of surprised because I was on mute. So yeah, I'm pretty sure some of us are curious about this business model a little bit more, so please remain your question on the eventers page, and then we can I will try to share the questions at the session too. So let's move on to the next team. So next, recently after COVID, with more people gradually starting to travel abroad again, but planning a trip from booking flight to organizing the itinerary can be quite challenging. Sometimes only booking the flight ticket is sometimes really hard to find properly. So introducing NUUA, a next generation automated flight booking solution based on the NDC, which is new distribution capability aimed at resolving such difficulties. Let's welcome Mr. Kwak Jae-hee, the director of NUUA, to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jay, and NUUA is a tech startup, and we provide an automated flight booking solution. Let's start. Everyone wants to sell flight tickets, not only hundreds of travel agencies, but also many other big companies who has users online. They want to sell flight tickets. But because of the process of handling flight tickets all done manually, selling ticket is a challenging field, and we consider that area as professional and exceptional domain. When we look into this issue, the main problem is from the outdated GDS system, which leads to manual workflow, but takes more than 90% of the flight distribution market around the world. To solve this issue, we provide a new solution to automate the entire process of booking, connected with airlines directly with NDC, a newly protocol introduced by IATA, along with the automated back office system. We, as an IT provider, are connecting airlines and travel agencies with two solutions. To be clear, airlines are our partners, and travel agencies are our main customers. First, our solution is NUUA Aggregator, NDC-based flight booking engine. NDC is a protocol introduced by International Air Transport Association to replace the GDS. Using NDC, we can handle all the flight data real time, and all the processes, including changes and cancellation, automatically. IATA has also announced that all transitions to change to NDC by 2030, making this the obvious future for travel industry. In this emerging market, a so-called NDC aggregator is needed to distribute hundreds of airlines NDC contents for travel agencies. To offer NDC contents, we have received the highest level of NDC certification by IATA, being the first in Korea and seventh in the world as a system provider. So far, we have connected with these NDC airline, and we provide our booking solution with NDC, GDS, and LCC all together in the single API to our customer. The second service we provide is a back office system for travel agencies. NUUA Office is an all management program in a single platform, and it can save up to 80% in operation. And we aim for 99% automated operation to reduce all the manual work. The technology on processing big data is proven to us, winning Minister Awards in Korea's largest AI competition. The airline ticketing market in APAC, besides China, is estimated to reach $70 billion in this year. And there are only a few NDC aggregators globally among 43 companies who has NDC certification. Compared to the other global aggregator, NUUA is the only one offering booking solution with NDC settlement and back office system. We plan to expand our business growth into the Asian market, and now we have a discussion for sales collaboration with Japanese LCC airline and one of the main IT provider for travel agencies in Japan. All our co-founders, including myself, have experiences in launching global services with successful M&A exit cases. Thank you all very much.
Okay, thank you so much. So for this, by this platform, I wish all of us can save some time to research and buy the flight tickets for your travel or business trip. So next team is MoneyStation. I guess everyone are interested in this field, the money, wealth. So if you invested somewhere, of course you want to get the money from your investment, but we don't have, we don't have a suitable channel to get the right information for your investment. This is the solution in this part. So this MoneyStation is finding investment information and which stocks to trust can be daunting. Addressing this challenge is MoneyStation, a next-generation social investing platform. So signal engine and a real-time quant analysis tool for hedge fund. Please welcome Mr. Lee Jong-il, the CEO of MoneyStation.
Thank you for your time. My name is James, co-founder of MoneyStation. We are a fintech company transforming the way of global investment through our content and big data. Before investing, most people go through very tough and time-consuming processes, even all different services. So to reduce huge research cost, we created MoneyStation. This is a social investing platform supporting all processes of investing, such as data analysis, conversation, and asset trading. And one of the remarkable features of our service is that we have already more than 80,000 feed talking about stocks, ETF, crypto, and even some global economics that investors can enjoy directly. And all contents are created by individual users, not by our company. And this has been our successful growth engine because this is improving our retention or service engagement. And now we are planning to add some reward function for good post or content marketplace for better monetization so that financial influencers bring their followers to our platform. And our profit models are two and very simple. The first one is the fee of information subscription between the provider and consumer. And the second will be the brokerage fee on real-time asset trading on our service. And also we offer very powerful data analysis tool called the Signal Engine, actually our cash cow now. This solution is used for asset screening or asset management for both individual and institutional investors. They are already generating more than $100 billion per month using our product. So I'd like to emphasize that we are also very good at content analysis as well as content business. And the major difference comparing to the other robo-advisor is that we provide hedging techniques. And so investors can have some good options regarding market direction or market volatilities with our predefined and explainable profit and loss structures for their portfolio management. And we can acquire new users with very low cost because we provide our tools and contents to external major big financial firms, you can see. So this is our secret and repeatable go-to-market strategy. So also you can see that new users are coming from the outer and external platforms. And now current web-based MAU is more than 50,000 with very high retention rate. And fortunately, more than 5 customers already confirmed our services to be built in their applications. So I can strongly expect our uptrend of our traction to continue more than 1 year. And also, this illustrates that our number of content accumulation monthly and number of content provider has grown very stably. And I'd like to say, and I'd like to emphasize that this result is completely organic. We have never done any paid marketing so far. And we are now expanding our customer categories from domestic to global, and we are on the POC with some one of the biggest Korean pension fund and the top hedge fund player in Singapore, which means our service is very collaborative and market friendly, not considered to be a competitor. We are focusing on Singapore because they are one of the largest asset management domain, and their hedge fund is roughly bigger than 10 times bigger than our Korean market, and our solution is very specialized for their asset management strategy. So we are trying to go to market. My name is James Lee, CEO of Moniestation. I worked for a quant fund manager at Mirae Asset Global Investment before. And our teams are all practitioners from fintech, AI, and data science, and we are endeavoring to lower research cost for investors. And we touched already break-even point by ourselves, and we are going to reach also $110 million revenue by ourselves. And I think we can make it realized because we have very well-organized profit models step by step. Everything we do is to become the most loved investing platform for global investors. It's my great honor to have this presentation today. And please subscribe to our free Telegram research channel. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. So we're going to freeze in here for 5 seconds. So if you want to scan the QR code, we have the 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so I hope you scanned the QR code already if you need. So let me move on to our next team, which is 7th team of today's D-Day. So which is dividi랩. As you've seen the presentations from entrepreneurs, you can catch all the presentation includes the market story. So that means it's really important to catch the market, means market research. So dividi랩 is covering this field. User research making this platform make this user research process easier and faster for everyone and whenever they want. So let me introduce Diby, a research operation service that allows anyone to easily and lightly start user research whenever they want. Please welcome CEO Kang Ji-soo to the stage.
Hi, my name is Ji-soo Kang, and it's very honored to introduce dividi랩 to you all. dividi랩 is lowering the user research operation so that other companies can start it whenever they want. So we have 2 brands, one-stop user research operations as Diby and respondent recruitment platform Uju. As you know, most of companies who sell product or service to customer have done user research in some way. However, they usually recast it to other outside expert because, however, the market trend is changing. As you see here, while traditional research firm and consulting firms revenue and employees are dwindling, the tech-based solutions is on the rise. The reason of this sentiment is the market is changing at a rapid pace, and if company want to do user research more frequently to align the pace of the market changing, it is too time-consuming and costly that recast each research to outside expert. So a lot of companies start to internalize user research. And that company faced to three problems. And we capture the market opportunity, and we will solve those all of three. The first is about recruiting. Recently, the unicorn company in Korea already make their own panel because they start to internalize user research. However, even they are IT service, they manage this panel pool manually with using Excel. So that's the reason that we provide dashboard for their on-panel rate management, and also introduction and bidding the pay for the participant reward, and AI response review system, and also respondents profiling targeting. And second problem is the limited research methodology. As you know, if you want to start the user research, the most easy way is survey and in-depth interview. Diby provide almost every existing user research methodology. So this is an example, the one of the type we provide. This is cut sorting that you can see is very different with general survey, just like multiple choice or short answer. Companies need to use other tools for each step of user research processes. And Diby provide the interwork about other third party. So if you have a GitHub for development and Figma for design and Jira for project management, we are ready for here is the Diby for user research as an operation to integrate and management all of the user research processes. So as a result, you can save 80% of research time and budget. We are preparing for subscribe model in Diby, and also our main profit is subscribe fee and panel sampling fees. The biggest difference with the other general surveys and Diby is the business direction. So we are not, instead of focusing on amount of responses, collecting amount of responses, we are focusing on the streamline of research processes. So until now, the number of research conducted by Diby is doubled than 2022 to 2023. And also, as you can see, that LGU Plus, just like LGU Plus, the biggest company in, just big company in Korea, already use Diby with paying. And also TOS or Dangun, the unicorn companies is using the Diby too. And our Diby is very easy to go to overseas market, and our first entry is Japan. The reason that we choose Japan is that we have team member who can speak business Japanese, and also, as you know, Asian market is very pollution for the user research and target advertising. Japan is also digital transformation is accelerating, and they have world third largest gaming market. So this field is both of user researching and advertising are essential, and also into B2C in case of Uju, they can get reward non-face-to-face and asynchronous manner. So, and I thought that it is very suitable for Japanese culture. We are start to enter it in Japan by target advertising mode in mobile and game a focused discussion, group discussion by group chat, and considering the characteristic of Japan market, we are preparing the offline pop-up store for game testing. Compare with local Japanese business, we have more differentiation in terms of the usability and user experience and branding. So our domestic market strategy is our main target is large corporation, and for this main target, we are secure that unicorn service just like TOS or Dangun, and also the over than 10,000 the daily activate user is over than 10,000. In this year, maybe the health year, after the health year, we are starting to go Japan with Uju first, and our goal of this year is to sell $830,000 to sell. Natural language processing is our main technology, so we have start with the tech lead from Scatolab and Amazon Web Service, and development team leader who from NHN Diecast natural language process team. And also we have we secure all the talented as a team member we need. And this is all about dividend, and the presentation time is so short. So if I'm look forward that I can introduce about dividend lab with a meeting after this demo day. Okay, thank you for listening.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I can catch you're kind of nervous for the presentation, so please be relaxed from now on. So let's move on the final team of the today. So this team is actually doing the business in Vietnamese market, not from the Korean market. So real global startups. So if you wanna try to self-interior design for your own space, it's gonna be super hard to find the suitable items, to find the suitable organizers or constructions or agencies, blah, 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 blah. But with this platform, you can solve many problems in self-interior design or self-interior activities. So here you can access the community, commerce, and construction intermediary service all in one place. Please welcome CEO Liu Hanju of Spacety, the all-in-one interior platform from Vietnam.
Good afternoon. My name is Andrew, and I'm a CEO and founder of Spacety. Spacety is an all-in-one interior platform with community, commerce, and construction businesses. This is an image of Gangnam back in 1978, and the title of this image is Apgujeong Hyundai Apartment in 1978. And a cattleman who is probably driving a luxury car, Bentley, by now. And District 2 in Ho Chi Minh City is the Gangnam of Vietnam, and this image is from 2022. There's great potential, and however, there's still a lot of empty land with a group of cows around one of the luxury apartments. Unlike Korea, homeowners receive apartments in empty-handed, and this image shows a high-end apartment. Some basic constructions, such as the floor tile and ceiling, is done. However, there are many missing parts, such as kitchen, furniture, lighting, etc. The construction market in Vietnam is growing pretty fast, driven by the apartment boom, rising urbanization, and middle-class population. Vietnam's e-commerce market is one of the fastest growing markets in Southeast Asia, and the home and living category is a top performing category. Despite the apartment boom in Vietnam, many homeowners face serious problems. Probably is their second largest spending in their life after purchasing a house. However, it's got a lot of problems. And these are the problems that I have faced when I did interior for my apartment for the first time in Vietnam. And it was a quite painful process for me, and it led me to start this business to solve such pain point. Our solution is to offer an all-in-one solution to homeowners where they can discover what they want through our home images and do construction based on it and purchase products afterwards. It is still in early stage, and it's got great potential for growth. In fact, it is a proven business model in other nations such as the US, Japan, Korea, and Indonesia. Our active community is what makes us different than our competitors, and it is an online space where home lovers can interact with each other. Our traffic has been growing pretty fast last year, and we focused on organic user acquisition. This year, we plan to convert such users to commerce for monetization. Our business model for commerce is a marketplace connecting sellers with buyers, and we receive a commission from sellers. Our unique value proposition is to offer discovery, exploration, and purchasing in a few clicks. Our construction matching business model is to connect homeowners with interior design and construction firms, and we receive a monthly subscription fee from interior firms. Since our inception, all of our members have been Vietnamese, except for me, and we think of ourselves as a local startup in Vietnam. I myself have been a serial entrepreneur running IT startups for more than 7 years, and our growth lead, Locke, has experience in growing the user base to more than 8 million in MAU previously. Our plan for this year is to grow our MAU to more than 1 million. And for commerce, we plan to launch it officially with additional features in March. For our construction business, we plan to make most of the process automatic. For us, interior is just the beginning. We plan to become the best home and living platform globally, ranging from real estate interior to moving and management. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you so much. We already know there are so many opportunities in Southeast Asia markets, so we'd like to know what kind of opportunity or what kind of business market in there through the presentation of our final team, Spacety. But we are gonna get to know about this matters at the session 2 after 5 minutes break time. So from now on, it's a 5, actually just to pass to 6, but we're gonna start session 2 from 5:10. So please stretch yourself and take some rest for 5 minutes. And I will see you with the session 2 from 5:10. Thank you so much. I will see you later. Now we're collecting the score of each teams for the award, so it takes a little bit more, like a few minutes. So please be seated on your seat and please wait for a few minutes more. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're gonna start the session 2, so please be ready to join our session 2 as well. So this session 2 will be sharing the insight of global investors and also more information from global entrepreneurs in here, because we didn't have a Q&A session from the session 1, so it's gonna be fun. Because honestly, we never shared the question with the investors in here, because I said, I don't know what kind of question I'm gonna make from the session 1. So here's the rules. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna make the question for the global investors in here as a panelist on the stage, and then you guys can answer and you guys can share your insight with our audience and entrepreneurs. If you guys have an opinion for their comment, or if you want to add more information about your business model or system or technology, whatever it is, please raise your hands, and we're gonna hand the mic for you, and you can have a chance to speak up and cover more information for your business model. So, okay, let's start the session 2. So thank you so much for being with us till session 2. So we are gonna share more direct insight and opinion for the global market and the global entrepreneurs, actually that A startups business model. So I already introduced our judges, investors in here, but I don't think you can remember which investors are which company or which investors are covering which countries. So when I introduce one by one, please introduce yourself and introduce the countries you are covering or your basement in. So then we can share more insight up to that country or that market. So first up, we have, oh, actually, it's not following this direction. It's kind of random. So first up, we have Mr. Lee Kyung-hoon, representing the Korean branch of Global Brain, which boosts the highest investment amount in the Japanese VC industry. Mr. Lee Kyung-hoon, welcome.
Okay, hello, my name is Lee Kyung-hoon from Global Brain. So we are Japanese venture capital and investing Japan or also Korean many startups. And our portfolio example of, for example, channel cooperation and organize. So we are investing and supporting them go to market to Japan. So and I'm living in Korea, so I'm investing in Korean startup and also in Japan startup. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so it's the time to make the applause for the judges. So next, we have a partner who has ventured into Singapore for the first time from Korea. It's Mr. Sinclair Kim, the managing partner of Korea Investment Partners Southeast Asia PTE. Welcome, Mr. Kim.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Sinclair Kim. Korean name is Kim Jong-hyun. Now I'm in charge of KIP Singapore office right now. And then we are expanding our business to the Southeast Asia region. And then we are covering all the sectors that is growing fast in this region. And we are primarily focused on the Series A and B, early stage startup. And then our major target countries are the Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Thailand and Philippines. 6 countries. We call it ASEAN 6. And then my fund, Southeast Asia Fund, has some mandate to invest in Korean startup, which is trying to expand the business to Southeast Asia, and on the vice versa. If there is some Asian companies who wants to expand the business to Korean market, then I can connect. That is one of my major role. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. As the number of companies targeting the Southeast Asia market continues to grow, we have another investor joining us from Singapore. It's Mr. Dave Ng, general partner at Artara Ventures. Welcome, Dave.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm Dave, and when you mentioned Singapore, I was not too sure because there's so many people. I know, like 4 or 5. Yeah, so I'm from Altara Ventures. Right now, we are focus on Southeast Asia, the ASEAN 6 country that Sinclair just mentioned earlier on as well. We're also active in South Korea, and then we are also selectively active in the US market as well. So these are the 3 main areas. We focus on Series A and B. Yeah, I mean, if some of you are interested to think about the Southeast Asia, South Korea cross-border collaboration, or even possibly expansion to the US, I mean, feel free to talk to me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's move on to our next amazing investor. We also have some with the history of investing in various Korean companies. The founder and general partner of Red Badge Pacific, which also has a corporate presence in Singapore, is Mr. Jonathan Kim. Welcome, Jonathan.
Thank you. We're a global VC startup from the States with offices in Korea and Southeast Asia. So we focus on companies expanding into Southeast Asia and or US. And we're sector stage agnostic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, as Dave mentioned, we introduced some investors covering Singaporean market, but it's not only for the Singaporean market or Southeast Asia markets. We have another global investors who mainly cover the US market or European market. So next up is familiar name if you're considering expansion into the US market. It's Mr. Kim Kwang-lok, the CEO of Primer Sase.
Hi everyone, my name is Kim Kwang-lok and I'm also go by Greg. Primer Sase invest early stage company and the founder, Korean founders. So basically we invest in companies in Korea as well as companies in US founded by Korean, half Korean or Korean Americans. And we are, our main target is IT companies, but we also invest from like consumer product to bio. So we covers various field. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And they are also building amazing Korean, American or Korean entrepreneurs community in Bay Area as well. So if you are interested in expanding your business to the global market, please check which countries they are covering. So and now from a base in Europe, we have Managing Director of Corelia Capital. Please welcome Mr. Pierre Ju in here.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you. So my name is Pierre Ju Pierre. We are headquartered in Paris, Europe, and we have an office in Seoul, South Korea, which I am heading. We invest both in Europe and really South Korea, but we're I think it's fair to say we're really beginners. So our ambition is really to try and build a cross-border platform connecting the European ecosystem and the Asian one. We invest at growth stage, so Series B onward, and we are fairly sector agnostic, mostly investing in companies based on digital technologies, but also expanding into consumer brands recently. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So for our last panelist and last judge that I'm gonna introduce is kind of the host and kind of the director of the D Camp. So let me introduce Mr. Lee Chang-yun, the head of direct investment team at D Camp.
Hello, my name is Chang-yun Lee. I'm in charge of direct investment team from the camp, and we are focusing on from seed stage to pre-A startup. Please call me anytime, and we don't have any limitation of investment sectors, so anytime welcome. And thank you for visiting us and enjoy your time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So related to what the investment themes, the D Camp has also global team. So if you work with the D Camp, you can get the support from global team and the investment team together for support supporting your global expansion. So okay, so now we finished the introduction of each house and each person. So let's move on to the questions. I didn't say this one before, and I want to ask, what is the most impressive startups you've seen in here today? Because we met 8 startups in here, and you are covering all different countries. Of course, some houses are covering same country, but yeah, different coverage, different stage, different view from your basement. So what is the most impressive startup and why? Changyun, Lee?
Very hard question. I like to all the startups, but the one thing I have to choose the startup is Spacety, because it's like very friendly. Yeah, everyone understand very easily, and other like sector is a little bit complicated and difficult to understand. So maybe, yeah, that's why.
Okay, I will save some question for you about the Spaceties. Okay, thank you so much. And maybe one by one from that side.
I think dividend is very impressive because in her presentation, she focusing on Japan market. About maybe she makes 4 pages of slides. So I'm very impressive, and I would like to support the team to expand their business into Japan.
Oh, woo! Okay, thank you so much.
For me,
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
I'm interested in the social investing business model. So MoneyStation. Of course, I have further questions about the business model, but we already witnessed that the unicorn size of the company is already emerging in the sector. So that's the reason why I have interest in that area. And my question is that one of the disadvantage of social investing, the yield rate is likely to drop as more and more customers are adopting the same investing pattern or method. So what is your solution about this problem?
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, I want to ask just one more question right away, because before forgetting the question. So you just said in this industry, there are already emerging companies, and this is the already emerging market and a lot of unicorn companies in global market. But what makes you feel interesting in this company? What do you think, what is the competitive advantage or strength for this company?
At first, I listened to his pitch. The company has already a good, well-known financial companies as a client in Singapore. So when I think about the market environment, it is very difficult. So I am interested in that point.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. And Primer says A.
Yeah, I would like to say Dropshop. However, it's our portfolio companies.
However,
so, I should choose another company, and
well,
I'm
it's okay.
sorry.
It's okay. You
Yeah,
already make the investments. That means there's definitely big
Right.
strengths you felt before.
Yeah, so I would say I cannot remember the company name. So it's a NUUA. I think it's a flight booking system. The reason I like the NUUA is instead of like nowadays company trying to create a new business, but I love to see a company disrupt the existing business market with the new technologies. And as everyone knows that the travel market is huge and growing. So by disrupting the new technology from the companies, and also they shows the good traction, which is and also the market trend is changing. So I think they are in the right position at this moment. And unfortunately, they are. I think it looks like a bit bigger than our investing target. But I like the company.
Okay, so you need to have a personal conversation with him after this session. So you said it's a new technology, but If it's new technology, do you think it's enough technology can be a technology barrier for other competitors?
So I think it's a new. I think it's that he can explain a bit more than I would say, but the how did I say the way that you book the flight system is changing now. So their business is in that side. Yeah. So from the old technology to new technology.
So do you want to add more opinion for your technology? Yeah, it's just 1 minute.
We found our company about 11 or 12 years ago, but the most important thing for us is maybe the timing. So we are struggling with many tries in travel market, but nowadays it's really like changing trend. So NDC new protocol is coming up, and then we are now ready to like go into the market. So we also spend like more than 2 years to build up our system. So I think it's kind of really like not easy to like come up our system like us. So and then before that we are also invest on our technology on processing big data system. So that's why we can build the system like that, like us, like ours. So yeah, I think it's really. Thank you for your comment, and then I think it's really good timing for us to go abroad and then go global too.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope you can read the market, new market with your technology. Okay, so let's move on to Pierre.
Well, I think that if the question is which pitch or which founder was the most impressive,
business model.
Well, I have a sort of, I feel a bit less sort of directly concerned because we're growth stage investors. So to be in all transparency, you know, we're very interested in meeting founders at this stage, but it's outside of our investment thesis so far. That being said, we like some sectors better than others. For example, to your point, I think NUUA, we know the space very well, and we really like, you know, people targeting, you know, very sizable market with sectors that need to be disrupted, and indeed travel and even hospitality are not yet disrupted. So we really like these types of move. But I have to say also that I was really, and I'm not being politically correct, but you know, for a founder to really have the ambition to expand in an overseas market, for example, dividilab, I mean, it seems like she's really serious about expanding into Japan. And you know, to see the dedication and the motivation, I think for me was very impressive. For Spacety, also, you know, for a Korean national to be in Vietnam and try and become, you know, the next unicorn, you know, targeting local consumer market, I think is very impressive. So there are many ways to be impressed by startups, and I think, again, I'm not being politically correct, but I was pretty impressed by a lot of founders today.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, one more chance.
Yeah, I would also I would also say that Spacety looks like your business model is housed in US, right? Yeah, so I think it's basically a proven business model, and Vietnam is growing, and the traction you brought up, like, it was amazing. So I should mention that.
Okay, so I have some question for Spacety. So I have two candidates to answer this question later to listeners. So let's move on to Jonathan.
One point was, obviously we heard, I think, half the founders on the Zoom call, and I feel like I've learned something today and saw a different side of the presentation compared to the Zoom call. So I think that's a key point. You need to have many different, you know, viewings of the pitch and meetings. But if we had to pick one, I would say Inshorts, mainly because we have an investor that we manage many different vehicles for, that is a large conglomerate in Indonesia. They paid a few $1 million for a Korean celebrity to be viewed on their debit card. So for us, we like it. We like that business because the demand is there. We know there are Southeast Asian companies that have a interest to advertise their products in anything K-growth or K-drama, but they don't have the necessary channel, and I think that is a cultural barrier. It's not just the language. There is no transparency for an advertiser to get with a production company or their product or a celebrity. And there are many companies, overseas companies, that have struggled and just completely stopped because it's very difficult with all the middlemen, I'll call them. And so we like that because obviously there's a technology aspect where are they the best technology? Could it be copied? How fast, you know, the 1 week turnaround. But for a foreign company to get in touch with them, have transparency in what the pricing is, to decide after a episode is aired that if they want their product, obviously if it does well, say on Netflix, then they would pay a higher price. If it doesn't do well, but they can get the specific data of who's viewing that show and they want to target that, then it's very specific. So we think the demand is definitely there given that our investor, you know, constantly looks for this, but it's not only a technology race, it's just how do you interact with these advertisers or companies?
Yeah, so actually the PPL, like a commercial industry on the video, like a drama or movie, in Korea market, that's really dramatic and huge. Some, for example, like some couple are fighting, but they suddenly get a seat on the massage chair and take the massage. Yeah, it's kind of awkward, but still, that in the case, the PPL is really big in this market, but you are covering Japan, Singapore, and other countries as well. So I just wondered if it's same like Korea. So if they have same opportunity to expand their business as much as Korea size or bigger.
So for the markets we focus on, which is Singapore, Indonesia, Vietnam, of course, Indonesia and Vietnam is very heavy in anything K content. Indonesia, especially, wherever you go in any of the malls, you'll see K content on all the billboards. So I think the demand is there. A lot of companies have struggled and have overpaid to get product placement. With this company, it could be much more transparent, and it's just feeding that demand, and I think that is an easier win than trying to fight on the technology side with competitors.
Do you have network that you can introduce to their company?
Yeah, we had a follow-up call, and one of our investors, as I said before, have been looking for these type of opportunities, and they're willing to pay for it, so we thought that was a good fit.
Okay, thank you so much. So do you have any comment you want to add?
Thanks for your comment. And we have, so our strong point is making these genres like digital product placement. We are building this area, and we have been in this area for 2 years, and are hardly making the trust by many kind of Korean content companies network, and that is our strong point. And also we have our own technology pipelines for doing this. We can work together, and we can work right now. Yeah. Thanks for your comment.
Thank you so much. You're gonna have more network out of Korea from now on. Thank you so much. So let's move on to Dave.
Yeah, thanks. Many great companies, right? So it's a tough question, and I know that I should pick one.
But you had 10 minutes.
Yeah,
you have enough time to think.
I'm not gonna evade the question. So if I were to pick one, I love to watch movies. I like to play games as well. I would say that Inshorts is one of the favorite, and less so from the advertising angle, because I think what they're trying to do, I think this space has been maybe around for 10 years. I think one of the earliest company came up from YC, was trying to do that. And then over the years, we've seen multiple players out of various regions, China, Southeast Asia, with similar technologies as well. But I think it's a bit of a timing, right? So what I like is their placement capability, which is the bread and butter, has been around. I also like their super scaling. And I also like the combination with Gen AI. What it means is, you know, and if I were to think to the future, and if they can get there, is, you know, imagine not just product replacement or product placement. Imagine replacing the actor, right? Let's say if there's a drama between Hyun Bin and Park Geun Hye, and you don't like Hyun Bin to be the leading male actor, you want to replace him with Lee Seung Gi, then, you know, you can have audience participation, right? So people talk about interactive movies. You know, it's kind of like the direction of games, right? You can decide the fate of the movie for many years, right? And I think technology is coming together, converging. And I think this space could potentially be exciting going forward in the future.
Okay, thank you so much. So actually, we are talking about insurance, but also the contents market because it's related with the contents market and advertisement market. So I wanna make some questions about the contents market means like other teams related with the contents. So for example, Jiro, they are selling unused video clips to other creators or companies. So what do you think about this kind of video contents market? You just mentioned the insurance, so can you cover this question? The Jiro, the unused video clip selling platform?
Yeah, I think content and including unused video clips is a huge space, right? I mean, by the end of the day, it's data, it is content, and what they are trying to do is a marketplace, right? Marketplace. So there is some various elements to the business model, right? It could be a consumer related. It could also be business related. It could also be a B2B model, right? Helping companies that AI companies want to train video and all that. So I think some of the key considerations boils down to how do you go to market? How do you build up traction based on the different kind of channels that you're tackling? Whether it is with the consumer side or whether it is, or you can call it the prosumer side, right? Or you can, or whether you're, how you're selling to enterprises and so forth, right? So I think these are some of the more very typical consideration for founders when it comes to really executing on the business and really operating in the various different market. And obviously, I think all these topics require a more in-depth conversation. It's not something that you can just cover, right, on a panel like this. Yeah.
Okay, so actually, Jiro is a portfolio company of Primer Saze. So I wonder what was the main point you make the decision to invest in this team? Because it could be a little time ago, so it could be a little earlier
It was
stage.
3 years ago?
3 years ago, wow.
2, 3?
1.5.
1.5, yes.
So what was the main point you decided to invest this team? Because that was earlier stage.
First, he looks handsome.
Wow.
So
Say hi.
So if we see the digital contents is evolved from text to images and then videos. And also nowadays we see a lot of the Gen AI, also known as people in Korea knows as ChatGPT, and it's trained by data. So data is never been important than nowadays, and Jiro has really high quality video contents, and it's not just the video contents, but it's really high quality video contents, so which will be really useful to develop the new contents using the Gen AI. So all those movement, and currently this company is being a platform to sell used quality images. I'm sorry, used quality videos, but now it will be the main of the Gen AI of the videos. So that's our reason to invest in the company.
Okay, so thank you. So I want to move on to other content companies, which is Tammy AI. Tammy AI is also about the contents, but a little different with the Jiro or Inshorts, because it summarizes the contents of the video channel, the YouTube contents. So in this way, this is other sides of the contents markets, but they are willing to expand their business to, they are born to global business. So they are covering literally all the global market. But where was the first market you were targeting? Okay, so US market. So Primer Saze is covering US market, and which house is covering US market as well? Okay, so let's I will send you the ball to answer this question. So he's targeting the US market. So this kind of business model, do you think that's easy or possible to get into US market rather than other countries, because you're covering other countries as well? So what do you think about the targeting the US market?
So I don't think between US market or any other market that watches YouTube, there's a big difference. I think there obviously are slight cultural differences, but I found it interesting because you do, for me, if it's more learning and you want to hear about something specific, you can fast forward, which is why Cliff Notes came out and it works well, and everyone wants a summary version. They have 15-minute summaries of all the books you can find. This is that version of YouTube. The only question after hearing the pitch is, how big is that market size of people who want to fast forward and just do specific learning, whereas YouTube, a lot of it is entertainment. So there are people like myself who fast forward through shows or movies just because you don't have the time and you want to get to the end of it. But there are a lot of people who want to fully watch and rewatch because it's a form of entertainment. So that specific market size per country is probably what we want to diligence further to understand. But the product itself makes total sense for someone like myself because I would use that to get to the main points quickly.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's move on to other startups business model. Actually, many investors mentioned about Spacety. So Spacety, it sounds kind of familiar in Korea market because the interior market in Korea has been grew up like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but the Vietnamese market, Southeast Asia market is different with the Korea market. So Chang-Yun Lee, you mentioned the Spacety was impressive for yourself. So you've seen a lot of interior platform company in Korea. So what is the strength he has in Vietnamese market compared with the other, not only for Korean startups, other competitive startups in the market?
Actually, Spacety is very lucky because there is a lot of benchmarking model like house, and I'm not sure the English name, but Korean onureji. And so you have already have answers. So a lot of strategy you can adapt in the Vietnam market. So, but there is a pros and cons. Like you can have like a pioneer benefit in the Vietnam market, but I think that they don't have enough income or are willing to pay to the interior. So you have to check and like test a lot of goods, like positioning, like you have to whether you sell the light interior or like a goods or like a heavy interior, like a package program, things like that. So anyway, I like Spacety. They have a lot of things to test. It's good things.
Okay, so Pioneer has a lot of dangers and opportunity in the same time. So do you have any barrier you need to break out in Vietnamese market? Do you feel any big difficulties you need to break up? They can support if you can share it. So what is your biggest challenge for the Vietnamese market or the interior business?
So for me, how the Vietnamese market is growing reminds me how the Korean apartment market grew back in the 1980s. So it was a good case study. In terms of the vertical sector in the IT startup market, I think there is about 5-year gap. So it, of course, is still in early stage, and it's gonna take some time for Vietnamese users to buy things, to get information through online. But the good sign is that the government, all consumers, they're getting used to online buying, online payment. So I think there will be a high growth stage coming up soon. And as a pioneer, our main moat, the advantage is our contents. So I think some of the investors mentioned house or like Today House, old house. And what we have is Vietnamese home images more than any other platform. So based on that, they can find what they want. For example, I like the Korean interior style. I showed my apartment to my Korean friends, and they really liked it. Whereas my Vietnamese partners doubted about my interior style because it was way too simple, white, and minimal. So they were like, "Oh, is he really an interior startup CEO?" You know. So there's the interior style. Their preferences are totally different. You know. So our interior contents is what makes us advantageous over any other interior platform. Yeah.
Thank you so much. As you mentioned, I guess this industry is really need to be localized for the culture or their taste in the local. So thank you so much for sharing. And I'm gonna move on to next question. So for the global brain, you are covering the Japanese market as well. So one of the main country. So DVD Labs, you mentioned about the DVD Labs, and DVD Labs is targeting the Japanese market, and you said you are interested in their business model. So what is the main strength to expand their business in Japanese market, you think?
First, I think Japan market is changing. So many people think that Japan is slow and they have a lot of paperwork, or they slow to accept the digital transformation. But I think that's true, but they are changing. So there's very big market in Japan for about the digital transformation markets. But another thing is I think the Korean startup investment is more than big than Japan. I think Japan economy is bigger than Korea, but startup market is a little bit small. So I think the Korean startup has the strength to hire good engineer and has a very many cash to invest to marketing in Japan. But Japan startup is not that much money. So I think the Korean startup has the strength to expand Japan and make the good product. So I think your product is very good. And another thing, but Japan startup market is also changing. So many university students and many people recently want to make their business, and number of startups is very growing. But I think your product is very suitable for startups because startups have to know the real voice of their customers. So I think there's a big potential market for your business.
Okay, thank you so much. So by the time, I'm gonna move on to next question. So I wanna ask Sinclair about the Moneystation. So actually, Moneystation, fintech startup, fintech industry in Singapore is really big. So we know it's kind of the hub of the fintech industry in Southeast Asia market. You mentioned good things, good part about the Moneystation, but as an expert in Singaporean market of fintech, so what part you can tell them to cover this part, or if you try to make this one a little bit more, you're gonna have more like competitive advantage or power to expand their business. Is there any comment you can make for recover some weakness of their business? Because I know it's super competitive market.
Yes, I agree with that. I want to tell you that one of the difficulty in platform business in Asia, the customer acquisition cost is a little bit higher than that of advanced countries based on the recent market statistics. So if there is some management team which want to go to the Asian market, they had to think about and find out some solutions to solve this problem. So I think the most business model today has some characters about the platform business, so including Moneystation. So let me rephrase again. When you think about Asian market, the customer acquisition cost is higher because the infrastructure is not the matured or developed. So most startups are dependent upon the traditional marketing channel. That is one of the higher marketing or acquisition costs. So yeah, that's the thing I want to tell you.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, personally, I kind of wondered about the MoneyStation. So if I use this platform as a user, I thought it's like a navigation. If I follow the one navigation, they tell me the same way. So suddenly the street was stuck with the traffic. So if I can get same information with other users, I don't think I can make like great benefit from that information. So you mentioned about the personalized information for the users. How can it be possible?
In order to prevent the duplication or the same exposure to same content to the many of users, we are developing and fortifying our content analysis tool. That's the reason for to strengthen the curation. So we are pursuing. So that's the reason why we pursuing the balance between qualitative analysis and content analysis. So we are very working hard to develop the signal engine. That's the reason. Yeah, we pursue those two aspects for to solve the problem you mentioned. Yeah.
So as you mentioned about the marketing matters, so for user side, if I can get to know what is different with the other AI advisor, like a fintech investment tools or solutions, that would be great to choose your platform as a user.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's move on to TOV&BANAH. Actually, I don't think they mentioned about European market, but I kind of wondered because the view from the European market, because the cosmetics or fashion brand, they are finally targeting the European market after Southeast Asia or American market. Not 100%, but many cases I've seen. So if you see this company as a view of European market expert, do you think it's possible to expand their business in European market, or is there any advice you want to make for this team after US market to get into European markets?
Oh, it's a tough one.
I know. I'm good at it.
But it's actually a very relevant question for us because, as I briefly mentioned, we're expanding into the consumer brand space. So indeed, we need to spend more time deep diving into the beauty sectors. And so indeed, I think Sample Road is a very interesting new model for us. Doing business from samples, basically, is something that I'm not an expert, but I hadn't previously heard of. So it's indeed something that we need to think about. I think consumer retail to consumer is a very, very difficult one for us because we think that in order to scale internationally, one of the main challenges is to address the sort of cultural gap. And so to be quite honest, that's why when we look for investment opportunities in Korea, with the hope of scaling that business through providing access to Europe, we focus mostly on B2B because this is where we think that the cultural risk is limited. But what I would suggest to Sample, what we could bring as a value proposition to Sample Road, for example, is because so many of the beauty brands come from Europe, and maybe France especially is a sort of strong household of many brands. Probably an area where we could help is in terms of sourcing or relationship with suppliers. This is something that we could certainly help, and we could probably also help connecting maybe with some of the biggest retailers, specialized retailers in the beauty sectors, some of which are French. So those are the areas where we would probably be of help to Sample Road.
Thank you so much. So it's kind of a different question. So for the France market, if you want to bring one startup, I mean, already like 8 startups, they mentioned they are targeting this country and they are targeting this country after this country, like the process. But if you find out, okay, this business model is going to have chance to grow up in European market, including France, which team is valuable for European market for now?
Which of the team that we
yes,
saw
yes,
today?
it doesn't mean the most impressive one or interested one, like just for the matter of the market opportunity in European markets.
So I think first would be a company that is developing a B2B solution, probably would be the most fit for access to European market. That's one. And then in fact, it's the way we approach our investment strategy in Korea. We try and see which are the sectors where there's a lot of innovation in Korea and where there would be very big clients back in Europe, especially in France. So as it turns out, I was having a meeting with Inshorts yesterday. And indeed, advertising, you have companies like Publicis, you have Avas, you have WPP in the UK. So those are very big competitors, but also very big potential partners, because probably they're looking for innovative solutions to serve their own clients. And so maybe for a startup like Inshorts, suggesting their solution and some sort of partnership with such big clients could be a very, very big growth accelerator. And probably we could provide access to such big partners. So that's one example, of course. And this is, more or less how we proceed in approaching the Korean market. We try and identify those sectors in which we think that there are very big potential clients, like F&B for France, or beauty, fashion, again, space, aeronautics. There are indeed several sectors in which there are a lot of innovation happening in the Korean ecosystem, and where there are potentially very big business opportunities in Europe.
Okay, thank you so much. So how about Japanese market? Because Japanese market, many Korean entrepreneurs choose the Japanese market as the first global market to expand, because we think they are pretty similar with the Korean market. But sometimes yes, sometimes definitely no, right? So what kind of preparation we need to do for expanding our business to Japanese market? I know tough one again, right?
Yeah, Japan is very difficult to market. There's a lot of similar things, but I think for example, business manner is different, and so I think the very easy way to expand your business to Japan is getting investment from Japanese VC, for example, Global Brain. And good thing is that there are so many CVC, corporate venture capital, in Japan. So they would like to invest a global company, and they want to support the startup to their business in Japan. So I think there are every year about 10 or 20 CVC was growing, so created. So I think that there is good way to contact the Japanese CVC investment.
Thank you so much. Actually, I got a sign to close the session too. But yeah, sorry, I'm going to just make final question about the Vietnamese market, because we already have one startup who targeting the Vietnamese market, but Vietnamese market is also growing market from Korea technology side. So what do you think about the Vietnamese market? Actually, same question was Japanese market things.
Yeah. Yeah, Vietnamese market is a huge market, right? If you look at it from a consumer, anything consumer or retail related, it's 100 million population, fast-growing population. The question here is a couple of things. One is timing. One is ability to pay. I think ability to pay is very low, even for the consumer side, right? So if you're a consumer B2C kind of business model, you really need to make sure you get a price point right. And then, if you're a B2B kind of business model, is a pretty early market, and you really need to find the right kind of partners as you go in. And then the other thing is, if you want to go into the Vietnamese market, you need to be prepared to going for the long run, right? You need to be able to ride it out, right? And what does it mean is, you might not straight away hit the explosive growth that, sometimes we see from some companies that go to very big and deep market, let's say like the US or China, right? Like you can, like Pinduoduo basically, become, go public in like 3-4 years, right? You won't expect that in the Vietnamese market. You need to have a model, and you need to have an operation that's able to kind of really go for the very long run, and hopefully at some point you hit the inflection point, and that has to come from a economic structural perspective, right? And finally, it's a rather opaque market, right? It's very early days. For those that operate in Vietnam or thinking of going to Vietnam, you need to be able to deal with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of opaqueness. And what do I mean by that, right? Let's take the interior design as a example, right? Sometimes from a consumer perspective, what you order or what you purchase might be different than what arrives at your door. That's one thing, right? Then you need to figure out how to handle dispute resolution like this. The other thing is, for example, in the interior design space, for example, if you need to work with a communities of designers, you need to work with a community of renovators, it is very manual. It is also opaque in a way that some of them run their business operations, right? So there's so many things, from financing, from partnership, right, from contract obligation, fulfilling that. All this will come up in Vietnam. And this is just one example using the interior design space. We have seen that in many of the areas that we invest in, whether it's in healthcare, whether it's in education, we've seen this. So I think founders and entrepreneurs need to keep that in mind when you go to like an emerging market like Vietnam. Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much almost all of industry is needed in that market. So yeah, I try to cover like many countries as possible as I can, but by the time like 50 minutes or 55 minutes, we cannot cover all the markets they are covering. But I hope the entrepreneurs or audience can recognize some insight from this amazing global investors. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Please give your hands to the panelists, the judges, and entrepreneurs. Thank you so much. So, by the way, this session 2 might be like 55 minutes, so it's going to be hard to watch all the way down for 55 minutes. So if you are running over the time, please use the Tammy AI to make it short. get the point from the 1-hour video. So yeah, now finally we will proceed with the much anticipated award ceremony. So for the award ceremony, yeah, you can see this opportunity. So you have the ticket to get the office in DCamp or front one, and you can have the award like business trip flight coverage. So if you are booking the business trip flights, please use the NUUA for booking your flight. So okay, let me introduce someone who helped me for this award. So this special person is from Global Brain. Sorry, mistiming. Sorry, mistiming. Please welcome him on here for the ceremony, award ceremony. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. I got a team name in here, which is get the award. So you want to announce instead of me? Okay. So the startup who get the DCamp award is
Inshorts.
Congratulations, Inshorts. Congratulations. So in here, he's gonna give the award to you. So picture time, picture time. Can you grab it together? Thank you so much. So there's a camera over there, all the way back of this venue. So the winner of the DCAM Front won priority residency and business trip voucher worth 2 million won. Congratulations, Inshorts again. So you wanna say something shortly?
Very shortly. We will visit Japan next month. I will use it for that. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, all the judges, investors, and entrepreneurs and audience. So we're gonna close our February D Day for now, but we have 2 advertisements for the D Day. So we have a March D Day here. So yeah, in March, we are targeting about the IP startups. So it's not only operated by DCAM, it's operated by, with the Korean Intellectual Property Office and the Korea Invention Promotion Association. So if you are based on the technology and if you are interested in IP business, please pay attention for this D-Day. And then for April D-Day, so we are waiting for other promising startups for April D-Day. So if you are interested in applying for the D-Day, if you want to be a member of the DCAMP or family with the DCAMP and co-partners, please scan this QR code or please check the website of the DCAMP because we are waiting for you till 17th of March. Yeah, so now that's it. So I'm gonna close the February of the day with your clapping for everyone. Thank you so much.
Decam with popping bridge. Decam with popping bridge.